Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. That's exactly what I wanted to talk to you about today. So many people say to me that I live in an unrealistic world, that there can't always be love and light. Well, you're right. There can't always be love and light. But you see, when you embrace love and light, then that means that you understand you, first off, and that you've integrated or come to terms with all parts of you that you may be concealing, may have rather concealed, or, may be avoiding, or it may even be, out of sight, out of mind, right? So, like, you need to be able to understand your shadow side. And when I say shadow side, I mean the side of you that gets irritated or annoyed or is angry or holds any kind of low, dense emotion or, sensation that wells up within you. Because just as easily as light and love can well up within you and lift you and make you feel free, right? Because there aren't any burdens weighing you down, and that you could pivot your mindset and understand that positions aren't there to hurt or harm you. Not really anyway, that they're there to provide you lessons to be able to use your discernment and, have perfected your intuition and your inner knowing well enough that you can see situations before you even walk into them. And then at that point, you can determine whether or not you want to be involved and what is surrounding the involvement that you may, agree to have, right? Now, someone who is harboring out of their lower side where they get irritated or annoyed easily, or they're depressed, or they, blame other people, or they don't take accountability, or their ego is larger than they, meaning, that they find themselves in situations that, they never actually meant to be involved with, but find themselves there anyway, and then retreat or retract or, backstep, if you will. Being like, oh, no, 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 that's not what I meant. See, those are lower energies that you need to be able to identify. You need to be able to understand. You need also to be able to, on one level or another, relate to, because that means that what you've seen in another individual as someone who's aware and who is embracing positive spirituality and is looking to uplift each other, through, compassion, empathy, and walking in the same path that you are inviting others to follow you in. Unless, of course, you still on one level are harboring whatever it is that you have within you, but still claim to be spiritual or aware. You can't have both ways, because the universe, the divine, the creator, sees it all. So when it's time to weigh your heart to see where, you're either going to be rewarded or reprimanded, so to speak, meaning that the cycle that you're going to be walking into will be an extension of the cycle, the loop, right, of despair, you might say, that you're trying to leave. But because you're not completely aligned, and because you harbor, I'm better than thou, or, something of that sort, where you feel more elevated than your, fellow Joe, you know, maybe you are. Maybe your awareness is elevated, but that doesn't give you the right to be able to point fingers or to hold, judgment, because it's not our place to hold judgment. It's only our place to do the best thing for us, because we're looking to achieve better for us. And by doing that, we're showing others that no matter what the terrain, what the diversity or the obstruction, right? Whatever it may be that could potentially be, standing in your way from being completely aligned, I implore you to really go and take a look at that and then accept, because whatever it is that you think is beneath you, maybe, or is, holding you in a position that you think you're better than, for whatever reason, just keep in mind that we're all energy. We're all from the same source. And we all, we all work better when we remember who we are. Our interconnectivity, our ability to handle what comes our way with grace and poise, when we use our skills and our talents and we stay aligned, true to ourselves, completely true to ourselves. Because then that's the only way that no one can say that, you speak one way but act another, or you respond one way and you speak a different way, because there are ups and there are downs. But when you claim who you are, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, even if those side steps, slip you up, own them. Because then that's making sure that you love and honor you. Whether you are right or wrong or indifferent, your inner knowing and your clarity and your spirit team will try to lead you in a more aligned direction. And they could very well do that by throwing into your environment exactly what mirrors you. So keep in mind that if you don't like what you see or what you hear, then that's a great indication from the universe that maybe that's what you need to take a second look at within yourself. I know that it's always a journey, and there's always effort that needs to be applied. Because whether it's an old-fashioned saying, a current saying, or a futuristic spin on how you want to look at things, you get what you give, and you give what you get. Plain, simple, basic, and easy. And when we stop trying to make more out of things than what they actually are, then, only then, will we be able to resonate with where we once began. And I don't mean the Stone Ages. I mean where we embraced interconnectivity, where we lived as a telepathic union of light essences harboring earthly experiences, utilizing our given abilities through energy and the ability to use it to our benefit. Energy is everything. And when we learn how to embrace it, then we're going to start to notice the different forms of energy that come within our area, or even the different forms of energy that reside within ourselves. It may sound a little far out, but what I can tell you is that we are from far out. I don't know many that are indigenous to Earth. Maybe my cousin. She's an American-born Indian. She's probably one of the few indigenous people that I know, and I cannot wait to meet more. With that said, all I can say is that we're all from someplace else, having an earthly experience, not only to better ourselves, but to better everyone around us by how we present and model the gifts that we have, the intuition we're given, through the signs, the synchronicities, the symbols, the inner nudges, your inner knowing, like you've been here but you don't remember, or you could do this but you don't know how, or You think this is normal, but nobody else can do it. Those are gifts. We all have them. What's yours? I can't wait to hear. My lovely collective, wherever you find yourself, just remember, the only person that you should judge is yourself. And you should offer love and light. And when you do that, that encourages the other to go through their shadows, their insecurities, their frustrations, their denser side, their more reactive side, and pull out everything of value and bring it over. And this is how love and light will benefit you, because you'll know how to respond when new situations come your way, and you'll find yourself reacting less or judging less. My lovely collective, wherever you find yourself, I'm offering you creative opportunities in order to pivot your mind, to be able to peel away all the layers of what may be still hidden within you. And if everything is out in the open and you're fully aware of who you are and where you're going, let me be one of the first to congratulate you, because your journey was not easy. Trust me, I know. No journey that's worth having is ever easy. And when we wrote our contract, don't be surprised. We put a lot of twists and turns in there just to keep us on our toes, to see how much we're paying attention, ready to embrace the evolution of self-development, to truly be worthy of our higher consciousness, positive and loving and spiritual, filled with light and forward motion. If you need me, call me. In the meanwhile, I want to say thank you for subscribing and liking and sharing my videos, because these messages are important and they need to go as far as they can. And it takes every one of you to help me. So thank you. Thank you for finding it in your spirit to like the video or to subscribe. That would be awesome. Leave me a comment. I cannot wait to meet you. Love and light. Peace and joy. It's a choice. Choose it. It won't steer you wrong.